Hey guys, KC Jilly. I really wasn't ready to make a video yet, but I've got some happenings going on and I wanted to kind of bring y'all in and let y'all see some of this stuff that's going on besides the heat and the weather that is affecting my garden. Let me show you something. So I know it just looks like a dirt berm here, okay? But what you may not notice, this over here is untouched. And this right here is where a large animal has been traveling, okay? I have a bull out here on this property that no one has claimed in 3 weeks. The dadgum thing, I've made a notice to the sheriff, and he's had cowboys come out here, okay? We've had 2 different groups of cowboys come out here to the secret garden. And I live in the hill country here in Central Texas, and we really do still have cowboys. And these guys do this stuff for a living, and they come in here on their horses and try to round this bull up so they can take him and give a little bit more time so that someone can either claim this bull or it can be taken to auction, okay, which costs the county money. I'm trying to get permission to kill that thing myself so that I can stock up my freezer. In fact, I took all of my tomatoes, got them out of my freezer, and I went ahead and canned all the rest of my tomatoes so that I got a lot of room in my freezer because it's looking more and more hopeful every day. But it is hilarious, the shenanigans that this bull is pulling out here. Now, but everyone else thought it was so funny because my peach tree in front of the shop over there that I'll show you guys sometime, in my fig tree, I noticed some signs. It wasn't just deer chewing on it, and I looked on my camera, and I'll insert the video here for you, okay? Here's what happened. Now, this was 2 days ago. Now, this morning, the second group of cowboys came on in here. They were younger and they were up for the task. They even brought a tranquilizer gun. And I saw him disappear back onto the property. They found him back there. And I just stayed up here out of the way so I didn't bother them. They're trying to round that thing up. And I got a call. And the call was from one of the cowboys that had taken his truck and trailer down there. He got stuck in some mud. And they needed me to come and pull him out. Meanwhile, some of the other cowboys were out here on horseback, and they had another fellow with them with a rifle who is legal to shoot tranquilizers, and they shot the bull 2 times with tranquilizers where he wasn't fighting quite as much. And they're trying to round him up. I'm trying to get this guy stuck in the mud, and I get a cat loader stuck down there in the mud because it's so wet and yucky. So we got 2 people stuck in the mud. We have a bull with 2 darts hanging out of him and a couple of cowboys chasing him around the property. I got a sheriff's department, all kind of people out here trying to figure out what we can do about this thing. By the end of the morning here, it's about my lunchtime now, I'm in a spot where the cowboys gave up. We were able to get the cowboys out. The loader is still stuck. It'll take a bulldozer to get that dude out because it is really stuck deep. The bull has not been captured. The cowboys gave up after getting 6 darts in that guy, and he's just running around like a champ. He ran past my shop and just kind of looked at me like he was giving me the finger. And now he'll probably be high and stoned tonight and want to come over here and finish off my garden. So I'm really trying to get the sheriff to help me out here and just let me have him. If they'll let me have him, I'm gonna kill that thing and I'm gonna fill up my freezer. So fingers crossed, y'all stay with me on the bull story. So now let's take a look at the secret garden, what little bit's here since I'm here. All right, so walking in the greenhouse, the Egyptian spinach is taking the show now. It's really coming out here pretty far. I need to cut some of these leaves and take some home and eat it with my salad. But as you can see, that guy is really full, looks great. Man, it's gotten big. Okay, back behind here, I have some banana peppers. And I'll tell you something. I thought yesterday it'd be cute because I thought this just regular banana peppers, and I reached down there and I grabbed one chewed it up, and that dang thing is hot. See, I've been giving them to my daughter-in-law who loves banana peppers, but she doesn't like hot stuff. And I asked her how they were, and she just kind of grinned, didn't tell me too much. And my wife and I, we've both been eating. I've got 2 or 3 different banana pepper plants, and this is one of them, and I don't separate them. I just stick all the banana peppers together, and everybody's been getting hot banana peppers. Well, I've got 2 plants that are for sure hot. I've narrowed it down, and this is one of them. So if you don't have something to drink close by and your peppers are kind of hot and you're a big old girl about it, it's not a good idea to just pick it off of the bush until you know. Anyway, let's get on with it. So I've made lots of bell peppers. Man, they're doing really good this year. This California rainbow bell pepper has done so good, y'all. I made stuffed peppers, bell peppers the other night. Oh man, it was good. But you can see I'm just loaded up, so heavy, this stuff's laying on the ground. Okay, but this stuff up here is doing well now. You can see the basil, I've cut it loose. It's just doing its thing. It's so pretty. That's it. You know, I believe that would make just something nice ornamentally. It's really nice. My pinto bean still spreading out, doing its thing. I've got only a few green bean plants left here, and I'm just gonna pull them up when they get ready. Down to the last of the Mohicans on my tomatoes. I've trimmed a lot of this stuff up. You can see what the heat's doing out here. We've been having days of 100 plus, which you just can't make tomatoes and that stuff, no matter how much you love on the bushes. So this is the kind of shape I'm in. And when they do make, they're cracking. And then it rains we probably go a week, and then all of a sudden here'll come a rainstorm for a day or 2. And so enough water is coming through underneath here and getting into here, besides what I'm already doing, that it's causing all my tomatoes to crack. So I pulled some of them off, set them to the side. Go ahead and let the critters eat them. You can see though, this side's doing a little better. It's still making some. Got a little bit coming. I need to pick a few before I go to the house. I've been robbing these guys, these Carmen peppers, and I took some of them home and ate some of them last night with supper. These are great. They're not hot at all. They have a really good flavor. It tastes just like a hot pepper without the hot, but it's got a sweetness on the end of it. It's really nice. So I really like those, and if you're not a hot pepper person, you'd probably really enjoy these. As you can see, I haven't done anything, but this watermelon has really took off in here and spread out. And I've got one hiding down in there. I don't know if we can see him up under there, but all I see in here though right now at this point is just one melon. But you can see how big and healthy everything is, spreading out where all that corn was. So it won't be long and I'll be full of watermelons in here. So now let's run over there to the shop and I'll show you what I got going on over there. The battles that I've been fighting between bulls and deer and I believe a rabbit, but it could be some black squirrels. So let's go check it out. Okay guys, I'm just gonna start right here. Here's the evidence who started this party. This is what he's done to my peach tree. And he had a deer help him finish it off. You saw it in the video. This fig, it's gonna be okay. It'll come on back all right. But I mean, tore the top down out of it and screwed it all up for me. I'm really disappointed. I think my peach tree will probably come on too, but I don't know. That's why I haven't cut all that off. It looks awful. But at least if it's still supplying the roots, maybe I can get some more limbs before winter. We'll see. And now we'll go in here and see what's going on. So my little batch of tomatoes back here, you can see they look terrible, but it's so hot, y'all. It's really hot. And I just haven't had a whole lot of luck. But it looks like, I believe some are making. I don't know what exactly is going on here. It's just turned into a mess and I haven't messed with any of it. But I've got lots of blooms, so we'll see. When the fall comes, this is gonna be a giant bunch of good tomatoes. But this is what we deal with here where I'm located in Texas. When this summertime comes like this and the heat, you don't have a chance. I mean, you might make some tomatoes, but it's not going to be very dadgum many. Not very many. Okay, and these green beans have done better since I fenced in over there to keep the critters out. But I'm still got something getting in here, and I don't know if it's a rabbit or a little black squirrel or what, but this one's safe up here, this China Jade, to form. But I've had several on the outside of the fence and even on the inside that were growing along here, and something is coming in here and it's chewing it all up. All right, so there's another little stubby hiding under there. You see, I got them everywhere. They do so good, y'all. We made so many pickles out of them already, and I've given so many away. It may be my new favorite cucumber. My pickles haven't cured for me to be able to taste them, and we'll see how that works out. But also my squash was getting molested, and you can see this one looks terrible. That one may look okay, but they're not really making anything, and I think if they are, something's in here eating it. And it's something small that can get through that little fence like that, you know, a little 4x4 square. So I'm believing it's a rabbit, but it could be squirrels. This guy fell over, and I don't care. I'm not even worried about it. I got a bunch of new stuff inside the shop I'll show y'all in a minute. But this is the Mexican squash. Now that dude's doing just fine. I mean, wait till I do my home update, y'all, and show you how it's doing at my house. Holy cow, that is a super vine. I'm gonna know that next time I plant that, and I'm gonna find a better spot for it. All right, now, I hadn't even looked myself in a minute, but they're not ready yet, but I've got a couple of cantaloupes in here looking really good and healthy. They're getting close, and I've got watermelon all over the place here, some big boys. I threw a couple of them out because they were getting black on the ends of them really bad. So I don't know what's eating on them, but look, it's doing the same thing here, whatever it is, critters. But you know, I got some decent sized melons right now. They're not ready, but ain't nothing wrong with that. That thing's probably already a foot or two long, and I believe this variety, its average is like 50 pounds. So I'll have some pretty good sized watermelons coming along shortly. And you can see that the vines for it's all doing well too. This peach tree, thank God, I got him kind of fenced in here. It's doing okay. And now my okra is starting to recover. Haven't picked any off of it yet, but it's coming back, and it's coming back good. You can see I got a whole bunch right there fixing it. Come on. So all my little okras that the deer messed with coming back. This fig tree's safe in here in the meantime. There's two other okras that I had pulled up. And the only other thing I have out here, let's see here, is on this side of on the other side of the fence here. I've got a couple more bell peppers. So that's where we're at, up against the shop at the Secret Garden. This is what's happening under the table, under the light. I've got my next crop coming up here. Let's see, this is a black Krim, and that is a mortgage lifter. This is a pink Berkeley tie-dye. No, it didn't. It's a mortgage lifter, I'm sorry. I got several little tomato plants that was big enough I already had to move them, and you can see how things are going over here now. The red snappers are popping up. Like I said, only one silver Yamato cream watermelon. Got a bunch more zucchini, but it's still squash bug time outside, and it's so hot. So I'm gonna wait just a little bit longer before I start that party. But I've got several different tomatoes coming. You can see them all down through there, and there's some eggplants, 2 or 3 of them on the other side. Doesn't look like much. I'll up pot them here pretty quick out of there into something like these guys are in. But my next crew is coming through healthy. That spinach, all that made is 2 or 3 of them over there, and they look like crap. I'm not gonna sweat it too much. Under here, I've kind of succession planted some lettuce, and it's all catching up to itself. We took this yesterday, me and my partner works with me out here, and we split what you see missing there and went home and had some good salad. But that's kind of where I'm at. Hopefully by the end of the month, I'm gonna try to get some of them tomatoes probably in the ground. Maybe 1st of August, I'm not sure. Get them on out there and growing. They'll do better in the ground anyway. Cut out all the trash I don't want anymore. You've seen how rough some of it's looking over there. So, but that's kind of the plan, and that's just how real life works. I also bought 2 more of these grow lights, these Vivo Sun 4-foot grow lights. There's like 6 or 8 bulbs in there. They work really good, and I don't have the space set up for it yet, but I'm getting ready so that at least this fall and winter I'll be able to grow inside what I can't do outside. I'm hoping. I'm gonna sure try, and I'll take you guys with me as things come along. But I'll have an update for the house shortly and let y'all see what's going on. I just had to I wanted y'all to see this crazy shenanigan with this bull, man. It is unbelievable what's going on out here. So I'm gonna show you. They say probably 1,800, maybe 2,000 pounds. Pretty good sized guy. 6 tranquilizer darts in him. It's not phasing him. So we'll catch up to y'all next time. Till then.